ride. Almost at the club, baby.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching another video here on 54 and more. In today's video, like thumbnail title says, whatever, we're going to be showing you how to, well, not we, I am going to be showing you guys how to change an amplifier when you have a aftermarket system. So my amplifier is under here, so I have to pull this out or whatever, and then I've got to lift this up because I have an amplifier and a whatchamacallit, capacitor on it. I can't just lift it up and use this strap right here to hold it up here. So I'm gonna have to lift it up and like get something to pry bar or something to hold it up. And then once I do that, I'll show you guys everything that needs to get done. Okay, so the first thing that you would always want to do when you're dealing with this type of stuff is to remove the the battery terminal, because you don't want electricity in the system while you're doing this. But for BMW, it resets everything, so everything gets reset whenever I do that. My radio, whatever, and other stuff that I don't want to reset, mainly the radio, so I don't have to do the settings again. So what I'm going to do is, down here I have one, and then on the other side I have another one. I'm going to remove my negatives from everything. So I just removed this one, so that's my negative right there. So now there's no power that is going to make anything short out or spark or anything like that. So now I'm going to do that over here. You guys can't see that one because I just zoomed out enough. There you go. So negative and positive are disconnected. I'm going to make sure to separate these wires. 1 second. So now these two wires are absolutely separate. Negative can go over here and do whatever the heck it wants. Positive will stay inside the plastic so I don't, short anything out. Okay, so now the biggest thing for me is I'm going to disconnect this cable right here. This cable is like short, so I don't want it to, hang or anything. But I'm going to disconnect these two cables, the positive and negative. And that's flimsy. I don't like how that looks, but whatever. I'm going to disconnect these two cables, and then I'm going to do the mounting, because I can always just mount this one up. And also, this is a bit of an upgrade. I didn't even mention that, but this is a bit of an upgrade. So I'll be going from a 600 to an 800. Might as well while I'm at it. Okay, so now for the wires down here. So down here the wires are 3mm on this kicker amp. So while I do this, let me see if I can find it. Alright, so 3, got it. Pull that one off. Pull that wire out, good. Let it hang, just whatever. And go to the next big wire. I'd love to let you guys see this, but I'll show it to you on the other amp. Okay, so now I've got those off, those two wires off. Now I'm going to do the mounting. Also, so the reason why I'm changing this amplifier is because, and it's served me for a long time, so I'm not complaining about it going out or whatever, but the car would start to, the system would start to like go out, and I was wondering like, okay, maybe it's a wire or something, or maybe it's just the heat because Arizona is hot as ever. But it started happening like when it was like cold out, so that's what kind of gave me the indication. Okay, this is an actual bad amp. So like I said, this amplifier has served me for years and years, so I'm not complaining. So let me go ahead and do this mounting now. Okay, so this is sticking up pretty well, probably because it's been in here for years, but let me see if I can pull it off. Oh yeah, that's why it's sticking, because I forgot I had to jam this in here. Alright, so those two are off. Go here and try to get these two off. Woo! That is a tight fit. Alright, so now that's off, I'm going to set the amp down here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the other amp. I'm going to mount the other amp, and then once I mount the other amp, I can flip this one over and see all the connections and where they need to go. And then once I put it up, I'll be able to just connection to connection. So the studs, I poke through this, and I put nuts and bolts on it or whatever. So I won't bore you guys with that, but I'm just gonna install it and then I'll come back. Okay, so we got the amplifier installed. Just remember, if you have a capacitor, there will be still power inside the capacitor because it's basically like a small battery. But we got that installed. I installed the ground wire and the negative wire just so I didn't have them like hanging out or whatever. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start swapping over. And this is why I left it connected, is so now I can just literally take this like this, and I'm like, okay, this one goes here, this one goes there, and so on and so forth, like with the bottom down here. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but okay, yeah, you can. The REM, which is the remote wire, is right here. So that's gonna go onto the REM spot down here. And then I'll be able to see exactly how I had these bridged. Because, actually, let me try to zoom in on this for you guys. So right there, that's what's called bridging, is instead of going straight negative to negative and positive to positive on the same amplifier, you bridge them so that it distributes the power better. So now I'm going to go ahead and swap these over. These are Phillips screwdrivers, so not a big deal, but I'll be right back when I'm done with this. Okay, so we basically got everything hooked up and everything. I have everything on low and turned off, as you can see right there, basically. I still haven't connected the negative terminal because I'll do that in a little bit. But, so these are your RCA wires. Your RCA wires are coming from the radio to the amplifier, depending on which side. I only have 2 amps, as you can see. I only got 2 amps, so I only need 2 wires. So then, because it's a 2-channel. So then you come down here, let's see if it'll focus. Something like that. So then you'll come down here and you'll see you have your ground, negative, and remote wire right there. Ground is from the negative terminal. Positive is your, what we'll call it, power. And then your remote is for when the radio comes on. So that basically turns on the amp. Then you'll come over here. These are your speaker wires. I bridged them again, as you can see. Negative to negative on one wire, and then positive to positive on the other channel. So both distributed between the channels. So that's hooked up or whatever. And then obviously I have my power wire back here connected, and then I'll do my negative right here from the capacitor. Everything is still hooked up. So I'm gonna do that, hook that up, and then we should be done. And then once I do that is when I'll go ahead and adjust these, my gain, my input level, and all that other stuff. I'll adjust that afterwards. So let me go ahead and hook up the negative terminal, and then that will be it for right now. Alrighty, well, we are done now. Like I said, I went from a 600, oh man, that was a quick move, man. Let me stop tripping. I was just from a 600 to, let me see, an 800 watt amp. So I'll be able to push these speakers better, and if I want to upgrade the speakers, then I can also do so with the comfortability that this amp is better. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn it up, adjust it, and then you guys will see that, but you won't see, or not won't see, you won't hear, because I'm going to use other music, and I'm not about to get copyrighted. That mess is annoying. Alrighty, radio's sounding very good. System is sounding good. You know, I don't like to do the whole beat down the block type stuff unless I got a truck and I want to put some L7s in there, some 12s. Then we may be talking. But for right now, Nipsey is sitting good. Don't mind how dirty he is because it's monsoon season in Arizona. So it is very hot in this garage, so I'm going to get out of here. That's why I haven't been like uploading like crazy, because I can't be in this damn garage. It's ridiculous. So if this video helps somebody learn how to change an amplifier, taught you a little something about electricity, power, whatever, any of that stuff, drop a like, drop a comment, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.